Hello, welcome to the update. I'm Susie Thompson. There will be another inquiry into the conviction of a woman for the deaths of 4 of her babies. Kathleen Folbigg's lawyers have been calling for an acquittal based on new genetic evidence that's found a mutation might have been responsible for the deaths of 2 of her children. That request has been rejected, but a new inquiry will be held. Attorney General Mark Speakman says he can understand why some might be questioning why Folbigg has been given so many chances to clear her name.
The evidence clearly, in my view, reaches the necessary threshold for some kind of intervention.
Economists say they're less than impressed by fresh insights into wages growth over the past 12 months. Data by the Bureau of Statistics shows annual pay packets rose by 2.4% in the year to March, about half the rate of inflation over the same period. CommSec Chief Economist Craig James says he had been expecting a stronger result.
We saw an increase in wages in the quarter of 0.7%. It certainly came in, yes, below market expectation.
Meantime, the Morrison government says international factors are mainly to blame for the rising inflation rate. But addressing the National Press Club today, opposition leader Anthony Albanese says that's just a cop-out.
Under Scott Morrison, real wages are plummeting while the costs of living are skyrocketing.
The federal election's proving a hard one to predict, with the latest opinion poll showing the gap between the major parties narrowing. The Resolve strategic poll shows support for Labor has softened, its primary vote falling 3% to 31%, while the coalition's primary vote is up 1% to 34%. The CSIRO has confirmed it's working to develop new psychedelics to help people struggling with mental health issues. The National Science Agency has a new licence to develop the drugs, alongside local biomedical companies. And alien enthusiasts are falling over themselves, with US Congress holding its first open briefing on UFOs in over half a century. Deputy Director of Naval Intelligence Scott Bray says there's been an increasing number of unidentified objects around military bases.
They need to be investigated, and many threats they pose need to be mitigated.
In sport, Mick Potter has been named as the Bulldogs interim coach till the end of the season. Potter was part of the Bulldogs premiership winning sides in the 1980s and has coached in both the UK Super League and in the NRL with the West Tigers. And in tennis, Aussies Isla Tomljanovic and Astra Sharma are both through to the quarterfinals of the Morocco Open. In entertainment news, Travis Scott is doing his bit to help with graduation goals for black students. The rapper has donated $1 million in scholarships to 100 students across 38 colleges. And the Real Housewives franchise has expanded to the Middle East. The Real Housewives of Dubai shows a lavish world like no other, with the women going on expensive holidays to fashion shows and driving around in a car with a $33 million licence plate.
There's a lot of gold here, and we have a lot of gold diggers too.
And that is the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update. I'm Susie Thompson.